Hello again, my name is Relax and Panic.
And I am Most Evil Lifeform.
And today we're reacting to RWBY Season 5, Episode 2. Well, what? Yeah, I'm able to do stuff with my hands. Really. So we really, at least I really enjoyed Episode 1. She's not commenting. I'm sorry, I'm really overjoyed a little bit by now because I liked the first episode. There was very much in.
I'm curious on what to count. I'm still like I tried. The thing is, the last season was like, okay, wait, don't have too high expectations. Then I will not get all the hate again. So I think it's low key.
Oh, so you're low key. Despair and lies.
I meant, okay, I keep my excitement like, okay, I'm currently in the waiting mode.
Which is okay. So I'm here for the good feelings. I enjoyed the first episode very much, and I think there was really much in when it comes to comic relief as well. We just checked the video to see it's okay. So there's the Can a Girl Not Read Her magazine, her comics book and stuff like that. So there was a lot, and yeah, well, we discussed already a little bit that maybe right now we will see more of the villains.
I hope so. It would be interesting.
So,
go.
1 second, thinking about intro or not intro.
You're the one who needs to cut it out, then.
Yeah, not so much a fan of that. Well, but let's do one more with the intro, and the others we will possibly. I mean, this is the one that we will watch today, so let's go with intro. Doesn't matter. Raven. Is it Raven?
Crow. It's so hard to differentiate them, especially in a drawing. If you have no.
I tried to listen to the.
Nope.
Back to the Fairy Tales was in there, which is fitting. Whoa, they do not look happy. That has to be spring. I really hope we see a little bit of summoning from Weiss. Nice. Oh yeah.
Are we ready?
The what?
Oh, this grin.
It's a boat.
Yeah.
Maybe we get introduced what he has against him in his hand.
Ah, the messenger.
After you. Your Grace. Are you there?
So it's like a palantiri.
Hello, Leonardo. Do you have something to report?
Of course, ma'am. I would not waste your time if not. I'm still just so fascinated by this creature. Cinder, dear, are we coming through? Can you see us clearly? As clearly as you can.
Shut.
Whoa, he's still punching at her.
She has her voice back.
Recovered.
Your report.
You've recovered.
What is it?
I've found the Spring Maiden.
Is that so? Well done, Arthur. Had I known how useful you'd be in expediting this process, I would have sent you long, long ago.
As much as I'd love to take credit,
The tails are the ones from the intro.
of us have to thank for this development. I guess you could say a little birdie told us.
Explain.
You see, ma'am, Crow Bronwyn arrived at Haven Academy earlier today.
Oh, that will be a problem for Tyrion.
Fang has taken residence with his sister's tribe.
Is the girl with him?
Yes, Miss Rose was in attendance.
And you know of the tribe's location?
Yes, ma'am, but you have to hurry. Crow is already at odds with my...
Leonardo, do you remember the first time we met? I remember. I remember your fear. But since that day, you've been extraordinarily brave. I won't forget all that you've done for me. Do not forget everything I can do to you. Cinder, you and your team will meet with Dr. Watts and together convince Raven Bronwyn that the survival of her people depends on her cooperation. Once you have Spring under control, escort her to the relic and contact Hazel. The White Fang was promised the destruction of Haven, and they'll have it once we have what we need.
Understood.
Not you, Arthur. Tyrion's in need of a new tale.
What happened to his old one?
Guess.
The silver-eyed girl?
Indeed.
It will be done.
Good.
Oh. I mean, he's a doctor, maybe.
Seems Crow was right, Lionheart. The students aren't pushovers.
You're free to speak your mind.
I don't understand. Working with bandits? Keeping Ruby alive? What's the point? We're strong enough to take what we want by force.
Never underestimate the usefulness of others. Take Leonardo. He was one of Ozpin's most trusted, and yet now... You will have the power I promised you when the time is right. But remember that it comes with a cost. If Ruby Rose has learned to harness her gift, then you must take care to protect yours. There's only so much I can do to aid you.
I think that's the first time we've seen her bow.
And Cinder, before you go, inform Tyrion that I wish to have a word with him.
Yeah, because Crow's not dead. Crap. That's not good for him. But she ordered already a new tail, so she will not kill him, but...
Probably not, no.
Possibly punish him a little bit. Oh, it's Weiss. Okay.
On a train? Or still on the flight?
Floating isles. I like that idea always in every fantasy realm. Floating islands. It's always cool.
Nowhere good. Passing by some of Lake Matsu's floating islands. The gravity dust that forms in these things has given us a little turbulence. Nothing I can't handle, but the islands sometimes hide some nasty grim. I'm just betting on our friends in distress, keeping them preoccupied.
Look out!
Close one.
What?
You've got to be kidding me.
There was a ship from Mistral.
By the gods, we lost Percy! Help!
So the theme is picked up again.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, that are the Grim.
Like bees. Or
More
wasps.
like wasps,
Yeah. With
Or hornets.
when they can hook. Whoa.
Kamikaze!
What the heck?
Well, if they're in their territory, it's a very, like...
Yeah.
Freaking Lancers. All right, buckle up.
Lancers.
Now
If I
she
got
goes
that.
out.
Yeah. He has to.
What are you doing? What we should have done in the first place. You're carrying dust, right?
Officially, no. Actually, yes.
Smuggler.
Then when I tell you, open the rear door.
I will lower your win.
Better make it quick.
He's a good pilot, actually.
Yeah, definitely is. Wow. This ship is pretty
It's
nimble.
just a cargo.
Oh yeah, but
yeah.
We're cutting it close.
Ready!
I wonder, he's calling her kid.
Yeah.
He needs to know who she is.
I mean, she is kind of
Famous. Yeah.
and she has the Schnee symbol on
Yeah.
her clothes, so he very likely knows who she is.
Hold on.
That's why I'm like, okay, he dares to call her Kiddo, and she's fine with it.
Well, she's used to much worse, I guess. Ooh.
What was that?
We're hot.
Oh. Well, too many.
I got an idea. Hold on. Literally.
The straight one up and
Yeah,
they...
I guess as well, like in Independence Day when they fly into the shield then.
Or down.
Or down.
Same principle.
Squashed.
She doesn't need to hold
Find a
on.
pair of islands we can fit between?
The gravity.
And you are reading my mind.
Yeah. That's a clever thing. She can use her gravity
To keep straight,
to keep
yeah.
herself like with boots. Wow. And someone woke up. So
Yeah, great.
I'm
going.
pretty sure something
We are
bigger
in the
woke up.
clear.
Like a queen or something?
Or this glowing up eyes was like, okay.
There was one that was sitting. There it
Yeah.
is.
It's a Queen Lancer!
Queen? I was right. Queen Lancer. Nice.
She's as big as the ship. Did I see this right?
Yeah. And she's shooting. Whoa. Well.
Something.
Do something.
Yeah, that's the moment you realize flying doesn't help anymore. There goes your cargo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he will hate that.
Yeah, he will not be happy about this.
Definitely not.
You said do
There was
something.
everything. There was all of it. That's her subject from Buster. What the heck? This thing is not dying.
I can see the shoreline. God.
No, it's not all. There is some in the back from him, but she...
Yeah, but everything that was in the cargo hold. That's her soundtrack from season 4. Oh, there's still a little bit.
I don't know. Yeah, I was about to say, summon something.
Yeah, well, but what should he do against something that's flying?
He will ride this thing.
Yeah, now he will fall down to it, yeah. Yeah, for the queen, for the bee, it is just...
Ooh, she can use that with this thing.
That is nice.
That is...
Ouch. And split in half. Nice. That's a cool thing, so she can use her glyphs to improve her summoning. That's clever.
Oh, she's slowing him down too.
For a proper landing.
Yeah.
More only the proper landing. Ooh, not so proper landing. Oh.
But what is actually good, that's the less dust that was in there. Ooh.
I'm not going to repeat myself. So I want you to listen when I tell you that the White Fang will not attack Haven Academy.
Here we go.
High Leader Khan, I am begging you.
You should beg for forgiveness and nothing else. The assault you led on Beacon was not the great victory you clearly think it was. And you should be grateful your punishment wasn't more severe. You are a symbol for many in our organization. That doesn't make you infallible.
I was merely trying to follow your example, High Leader.
And what example might that be?
Strength. Strength and unwavering conviction. The humans have seen that strength now.
I was one of the first to suggest violence where violence was necessary. Peace bred complacency and acceptance of our place in the world. I will not allow humanity to push us down without pushing them back. But the destruction of the Huntsman Academies crosses a line. The loss of the CCT has brought global communication to a crawl, and the White Fang is more of a target now than ever before. You have justified humanity's campaign against us, and for what? Empty promises from a group of humans? Humans we still know nothing about, and come and go as they please. These are not examples of strength, Adam. They are examples of your talents being diminished by short-sightedness.
Ooh, she's...
If you want to know more about the humans, then why not talk to one of them yourself? Hazel!
Took you long enough.
What is this?
Apologies. I don't aim to cause any trouble.
You've brought a human to this location?
You should hear what he has to say.
This is huge. Grounds for execution.
Ma'am, please. Nobody needs to die today. I'm just asking for a moment of your time.
The longer you stay here, the less of a chance you have of leaving alive.
I'll take those chances, if you don't mind.
He likes that.
You don't like me. You have no reason to like me. But you don't have to like me to get the results you want.
I'm starting to doubt either of you fully comprehend what it is that I want. I want humanity to fear the Faunus. To know that we demand respect. I do not want to start a war with the humans that we cannot win.
That's where you're wrong. We can win a war against the humans. Not only because we have the support of Hazel's master, but because the Faunus are the dominant species of this planet. We're better than humans. We have everything humans have and more. Humans shouldn't just fear the Faunus. They should serve the Faunus.
I've had enough of this conversation for tonight. Guards, take them away. I said take them away.
I will admit, Sienna, you were right about my popularity. My followers in Vale already see me as the true High Leader. And many here in Mistral feel the same.
Here in Mistral.
What are you doing?
What's right for the Faunus. From this day forward,
Hazel is not informed.
I will be the one to lead the White Fang.
Interesting.
If you think I'll just step aside and follow beneath you, you're wrong.
You stepped her.
I know. Thank you, Sienna. You were there when our people needed you. But they need me now. I'm sorry you couldn't see this through to the end.
He was waiting for the claws to come out or something.
Give our former leader a proper burial. All who
pretty
were
sure
here
he's
tonight will
not
claim that
green.
Sienna was murdered by a human huntsman. Sienna Khan will become a martyr for our cause. Her final act as High Leader.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not agreeing with what he did.
When were you planning on telling me about that?
This was my business, not yours.
It's our business now, and I don't appreciate you withholding things like that.
Your master was concerned with Sienna's willingness to cooperate. Now she doesn't have to be.
Nobody needed to die today.
He really is more like a good guy, you know? No one needs to die today.
I disagree.
Holy shit. On the throne, the bloodthirsty prince. Bandits?
Probably.
Help! Please.
What do you think?
I think we just hit the jackpot.
Bam.
Sure.
Ooh.
Damn.
So you won't have the four group together anytime soon.
Oh well, maybe in the camp of Raven, as it seems.
Nah, I think more Yang and Weiss will probably meet up anytime soon.
That will be interesting. Okay. So, well, no Oz at all. I really thought they would put in a bit of him there, but there was a lot of interesting stuff nonetheless.
Yeah, especially like I wanted to have like more of the villain stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that was necessary to get a little bit more context on the background, what was currently going on. Then yeah, about the Adam and Hazel.
That is, I don't know. I really am interested in how Hazel will. What is it with Hazel?
I think Hazel is the one who tries to find the best way. We don't know what his final interest is.
Yeah.
In the sense of because he sees something good in the goals of Salem, because otherwise he wouldn't work with her. But he would also like to do this with. Because what I think is that he thinks whatever the plans are really beneficial for everyone. Mm-hmm. And that the less people die for it, no matter if it's faunus or human, the better. And because in the end, everyone should profit from this.
So he's like this great character, you know, like the old saying, you want something, then there is something happening. There are people dying maybe because of the greater good, this typical greater good thing. So I get the same vibes at the moment. Not sure if it is true, but I get the greater good vibes from him as well. This, what we do is the right thing. The way how we do it tells a bit about us.
It's also making, I think, from their point of view, this makes Adam unpredictable, and this is a bad thing.
Yes, indeed, because he could have killed Hazel in the same way, you know? What I was a little bit surprised is how clean this worked, so that she really had no chance to fight back, that there was no one on her side. I mean, if you try to usurp someone and he goes to her guards turned against her. So there is normally at least one or two of the guards who are like loyal and try to help you. So either this was before and it was just not shown, so they got rid of those guards. That they would turn so completely strange.
This is really odd. It's like, okay, what did he tell them? Because she was leader for a reason.
Yeah.
And she did earn this position in some way.
Yeah. And the fact that her personal guards turned against her makes it, at least at the moment, look as though the whole white Fang is completely against humans.
Yeah.
Like we want to be the superior race, this shit what he was talking about.
And I was wondering, okay, if they were like informed already that Adam will go against her, why were they not informed that Hazel would come and that they were acting against Hazel when she was upset about him? So this is like, what was going on? This was really played, staged, like, okay.
It was too easy. In many ways. I mean, we knew that he tried to throw her over from the last season. There was something that was on the scroll that the father of Blake said that he got information that is happening. So possibly he got those informations either from her scroll, from Iria's scroll, which makes sense because she seems to be working for Adam.
And she seems to know what's going on too.
Yeah, and possibly that's how they would have known it. Well, right now, Adam seems to be more and more, not nuts, more like enjoying darkness. You know what I mean? It's
no,
really
but he is what this episode really confirmed what I thought about him, that he is not the one who tries to murder her or murder people, that he really sees faunas as the superior race, and that he wants them to like serve them. It's basically
he wants to turn it completely what in the past was, mostly in the past, that the faunas served mankind. He wants to turn it around and make a superior race once again.
Yeah, but this is not... Well, this was not surprising for me, at least. Yeah. This is just confirming, okay, yeah, this is... that this goes in this direction. Now, this is... he will be a different force to reckon then, especially for the group around Salem. And I don't think that they really appreciate how this was done, or that he did not inform them. And this was the first sign of Adam still not
working completely with them. Yeah,
he will work for them as long as his like goals are being supported.
Yeah.
As soon as he got what he wants, he's out.
He got more powerful now. Before he had only a branch of the White Fang. Now he has the whole White Fang, more or neither, under his control, if they believe what he says. And I mean, Hazel heard him talk. So Hazel knows about the opinions of Adam now. And I'm pretty sure that Hazel will say, that is someone who is not only that we cannot control properly, but he has his very own agenda, which is not going 100% with ours anymore, because he is about overthrowing all of mankind. So I'm not sure. There will be a split in the future, I guess.
Probably, maybe.
So for the others,
we saw Lionheart and Watts.
Yeah, the messenger. So the messenger is really like a Palantiri, like a scroll in the end.
I still think it's some form of creature, and it's intelligent, and it's like, but there are several of them, now we know that.
Yeah.
And, that Salem and Lionheart met in the past somehow. And this was somehow like, okay...
You were so afraid at this time. Mm-hmm.
And all the stuff he can do and all the stuff she can do, and... So it's not directly Watts who has something.
He's aware who Salem is. He knows what she is, so he's afraid, and with good reasons.
Yeah, so he's in the same position as Oz was, by the way.
Yeah, well, a difference is, I think Oz is possibly more powerful, or was more powerful, and not so easily intimidated.
Yeah, sure. No, what I meant is, okay, the headmasters seem to be all aware of Salem.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, that's true. They knew about the maidens. Yeah, not about Salem so much. True. The problem is with someone like Salem, if she said, if you don't do what I say, I will get you. People tend to say stuff like that. But there are people where you know they will do it, even if it is like the last thing. So Salem in some way can possibly believe it.
Salem is using people for her own goals.
She stated that.
Yeah, and what the most interesting part for me was how she still is interacting with Cinder.
Yes.
She is really different around Cinder. Like, you know,
like an apprenticeship, right?
Yeah, and like, okay, we will become as powerful as I promised you. So she made a promise to her, which was maybe not even necessary, but she seems to be concerned that Cinder actually
kind of
follows, and not turns, but that Cinder follows and understands. She is like telling her, you know, speak open. She actually asks her, okay, she sees something is bothering her, and she really asks her, okay,
but she was not allowed to speak open before, which surprised me, by the way, that she left the channel open, that Leo was allowed to listen to what she said afterwards about what they will do. Because I thought, like, that is the first thing you do. There's someone who's working for you because you force him, and he gives you the info, and then you decide and talk to someone else what to do. You close this channel. He doesn't have to know. That's not important.
But I don't think this was like... I think this was not heard by Reinhardt anymore. It was...
No, not the one with Cinder, but before, like, that they will send... she told Cinder, go there, meet up with Hazel, and go and get the girl, get the maiden. So,
meet up with Mutz and call Hazel later. That's what I was amused about. That she should
Cinder and Watts. That will be funny as hell.
At Raven's.
Yeah,
place.
They have to work together. They do not really have a chance.
This will be amusing. At least for me, I guess.
I guess for all of us.
And then call Hazel when everything is okay and when everything is done, and I'm like, why?
Which is interesting. Why does she have to call Hazel afterwards? That I'm not sure about. So what is his purpose there then? So once you got the maiden, call Hazel. Maybe he knows where the vault is, or he is like he will take her under his wings. I'm not sure. But everything is by now leading towards there. What is right now on the screen? Everything is leading towards Raven and her men.
About time. They took 5 seasons for that.
Well, yeah. She will get more. I mean, if you think about the thing that she talked with Crow, when they sat in the tavern and talked, it felt very much that she tries to keep her people out of all of it, and now everyone is coming to her.
Yeah.
So
because she has the Spring Maiden.
Yeah, but it is what Crow said. We have to work together. Now she's being forced to possibly decide for her side because Cinder and Watts are coming to convince her.
And Crow is coming, and everyone is like...
So she will have to choose a side. She will have to.
I don't think so.
She will do a third way?
I think she will find the third... She maybe picks like, at first glance to pick a side, as she is very similar to Adam in a different way, but as long as it's for her advantage and for her goals, she will do the work whoever is fitting her better.
Sure, but I think at least when it comes to the side of Salem, she will not stand for that forever. I mean, what Salem wants is, give me the maiden, I want to kill the maiden and want to put it into Cinder. Is she willing to do it?
Was not. That's the interesting thing. It was not mentioned compared to the Fall Maiden. It was not mentioned. Said she sent Cinder there. She could have had the glove. It was like, okay, take over the power. She did not say that. She did go there, talk with the maiden, open the vault. It was not like, kill her. Yeah. And this was the interesting thing for me. I'm like, why would you kill the Fall Maiden? Is it because Cinder wanted to be powerful and they,
Or maybe they were sure that they couldn't convince her. She seems to have been way more on the side of Awesome than the others.
Compared to the Spring Maiden. Maybe it's like, okay, the Spring Maiden ran away and is more likely to despise the ways of Ospen and his...
What is interesting is that Salem seems to be someone who's very much relying on using people. So she's not overpowering. She's simply about work for me or else, and that works pretty good. She has
Which is still very interesting for me that she is like using all those different hunchmen and sitting as the center in her spider web without becoming active herself.
None at all, none at all. So we'll see if it is only talk. I guess there will be some fighting. I'm pretty sure they will meet. Some of them will meet each other.
I mean, I guess Yang will find her mother. She will see that Weiss is a cold prison in some sort. and Cinder will show up. So we will have like, okay, the Cinder Watts group versus Yang and Weiss, and then somewhere in between is the Spring Maiden and Raven. So it's like the 3-party theme.
Yeah.
That we have 3 parties there.
About Cinder, I've once again seen that she's not using her left arm at all. So when she's doing movements, she's doing it with one arm only, and she has still this one-sided dress, which we've seen in the last season already. So and she seems not to be moving it really. So the question is, which
arm is she not using?
The left one, the one where the glove or the right one. But she's not using the left, but that is the side where her face is burned as well, where she was hit by Ruby.
She was using that arm though for her for fighting. In fighting, she used
to burn. Yeah, but she just you could not see her hand or anything.
No, because the thing is this dress was covering it, and so it was more like a flowing thing. Yes. But she was using it. If it's probably burned.
Something like that, yeah, I guess so too. So,
but I don't think that she cannot. I think she can still use it.
I'm interested to see what it looks at the moment, because for her face she's just having like rubber.
She became Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah, kind of true. So that's one thing I've seen. So Weiss fighting bees.
Hornets, wasps.
They were called bees. Lancers, and the Queen Lancer in the end. So that was interesting. You could see that she really improved in her abilities, fighting multiple enemies while flying, while getting herself connected to the ground. That was really nice. Just the Queen was a little bit whirly. But the first time that she summoned a knight to fight for her, and that one is pretty agile. Nice one.
Though she was still not in full control, you could see that when she was like this projectile, which was still hitting by the knight's deflection.
It bounced off.
Yeah, and it hit the cargo ship. But yeah, she improved a lot. Obviously, I mean, they need to improve over time. It would be very weird if they wouldn't. And for me, this was interesting because we saw again that the environment also influences what kind of Grimm lives there, and of course there are flying islands with the dust of the gravity dust, which was a nice explanation that there are flying Grimms.
Which is clever. It reminded me a little bit of the area where they fought the sea dragon in the last season. There was a little bit floating islands as well.
Right now, what I'm not clear is why are they attacking, because
they're Grimm.
No, but it was said they were attracted more to fear. In this case, no fear
and
was
everything that was created by mankind.
Yeah, but there was an easier target with the other ship there at that very moment.
They did attack the other ship and destroyed it.
But they instantly left and took the other road. And took the attack on Weiss.
No, the other ship was destroyed.
Yes, and they instantly, where they were completely not even bothered by it, like checking or like, okay, now everything is good. No, they were immediately turning around and going for the other ship.
It's wasps, so they have
they don't need a reason.
Senses. No, they have heightened senses, and we all know that when it comes to things like this, they are like, I'm just flying by, seeing something to eat, and then I will sting you because I can. No, don't. I think possibly by the explosion everything is dead instantly, and on the other hand you have one ship with 2 people who are at least a little bit frightened. So and they have quite good senses. So and it was their territory. So
yeah, I could explain it with a territorial behavior, but
yeah. So and now in the end she meets Raven. Isn't that nice?
I wonder if she recognized her, like. I think did she see pictures?
From the picture of Crow.
Yeah.
No, Crow showed this picture only to his nieces, as far as I know.
Didn't Ruby had that picture too?
No, Crow had it and showed it to them, and he had his thumb on the face of Summer. No, of Summer, I think.
But then if he showed the picture, then she recognizes her.
No, he showed the picture to Ruby and to Yang. Never to Weiss or to Blake, as far as I know. I mean, they talked about it, and I think Yang may have talked to some to the others in her team about her mother. Maybe Weiss will recognize him. Maybe. One thing's for sure, she recognizes Weiss.
Yes,
I mean, that is
100%.
the former heiress, but that is money. That is a whole amount of money there.
I don't even think it's only money for her. But yeah, it could be one, okay.
We have your daughter.
Yeah, this could be the one, but it could also be that she has now something against her brother.
True. Yeah, I mean, she knows enough to know... Raven knows for sure that she is in the same team as Ruby and as Yang. So...
But for her, it's an advantage on every level. Yeah,
definitely.
She will possibly try against who or for who and so on. This is like good for her.
Yeah, no question. So this is where she's taking Weiss to her camp. Yang is, as far as we know, driving to her camp right now, led possibly by one of her men.
This
will be so funny.
Yeah, it will be so funny, especially with Weiss's attitude and Raven's attitude combined with Yang's attitude.
Yeah.
It's like, boom.
Yang coming along like, let her free, let her go. No? that will be...
And in between is somewhere the Spring Maiden, who alone on the looks from the intro looks like a stubborn, rebellious guy kind of girl too. So it's like
that's
Raven will end up to be the one who needs to be mature and even everything out. And nothing explodes.
Or she will be like, what the heck did I do? Now I got all the girls here, you know? And they're all crazy.
She is I think she is very much in control of the Spring Maiden, on the sense of like, Salem is in control of Cinder.
Yes.
The same level.
Okay.
Not control in the sense of I
know what you mean.
Manipulate you, but...
She's superior.
Yeah. And in combination, I think the Spring Maiden will listen very much to her. And her powers are still a lot stronger than Weiss and Yang. So she has the upper hand. She is like, my line, you are in my territory, and that's it. And you have to function, you listen, and that is my expectation from...
So, one question left. Salem told Watts to care for a new stinger for Tyrion. So Tyrion is in trouble because Crow's still alive, and he at least got partially out of the situation of not getting Ruby by saying that he poisoned Crow, so he's probably dead. No, he's not. So that's the one thing. He will be very likely... I can already see it. She's sitting there and he's coming in. My queen. And she's like, so how are you doing? Yeah, all fine. So, and anything else you want to tell me? No. I got some new information. Oh, yeah, really? Yeah, Crow's alive. And then just wait. You know what he's doing. Like, how he's cringing and like, oh no. That's interesting. So
for me, it's interesting. How can Watts
repair?
Is this maybe some sort of semblance?
Maybe. Which would maybe mean that Tyrion will go to Watts, which means he will be at the academy, or maybe meet up in the camp. Can he either, I don't know, touch his tail and then let it regrow? That he has such an option, maybe the first healing,
or it's a mechanical thing that he gets a mechanical thing. Because I think if he would have this healing abilities, he would maybe use it for Cinder already too. Maybe
he doesn't like her. Maybe he did. We don't know. Maybe he did. Maybe that's why Cinder is even there anymore.
And maybe that but why would? It could be that he teased her because of that. So like, haha, you owe me something.
That he's like, you cannot do anything against me. Yeah, well, maybe. Just speculating. So, but his semblance might be some kind of healing, regenerating for others. Which
would be interesting to give him this kind of ability.
It would be the reason for Dr. Watts. Doctor can be a lot of things. Yeah. He can be a doctor of engineering as well, or mechanics. So that would mean he can produce like a metal tail with what Tyrion can work then. So something like that.
Or what would if he? It would be super interesting if the Tyrion is actually not a faunus to begin with, but was created.
So he put a tail on him.
Yeah, like a Frankenstein, but I guess he would be called Dr. Frankenstein.
Yes,
100%.
Although, yeah, true. Although it would be fitting with the Doctor, and but Tyrion is not looking enough like Frankenstein. Frankenstein wasn't Frankenstein the monster. The monster, right?
Well, it's Dr. Frankenstein. It was Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein's So, monster. Thank you. So, but he doesn't look enough like that.
No.
So, not fitting.
But it's also okay. Dr. Watts, like from Dr. Watson, or but where's
And
Sherlock?
Where's Sherlock?
Where's
Sherlock? Yeah, true. Okay, so this is it for this time, I guess. That was interesting. A lot to talk about. And I'm pretty sure we missed some stuff or we skipped some that we realized, but it's...
I just remember that which I found very cute, when the previous episode where the two guys had this bamboo.
Yes, the heart.
Shape.
It was nice.
Yeah,
nice.
It was also giving you a more, like, there were faunas in the pictures. There was probably homosexual couple in the pictures.
I guess as
how
well, yeah.
open and wide and for all these cultural things Mistral really is. Like,
yeah.
That you can do, that they welcome everything, but there basically is everything in form of light, but probably also everything in form of shadow.
There were some people in like in LA in the Shadows Posse handling goods over.
But this was a very nice introduction for the area, the country.
Yeah.
This was done very well.
Truth being told by Most Evil Life. Next time.
No hashtag triggered by stereotypes or stupidness.
Well, positive attitude, always good. So that's it for this time. If you want to see the next reaction, where I'm not sure what if it will be season 5 or we will throw in some shibi. I'm not sure yet. However, go over to my Patreon. You can hopefully find it up there. And for everyone else, please, as always, like, comment, subscribe. Give us your opinion about the season so far. Episode 2. Please don't spoil us. We don't like that, especially me. And what do you think about our theories? Approve, disapprove, any other ideas?
We need to catch up, then they can first of all, they can't spoil us anymore. Second of all, they can just discuss our theories and not say, you're right, you're wrong.
Doesn't matter. So, that's it for this time. My name is Relax and Panic.
And I am Most Evil Life Form.
Goodbye and out.
Bye.